Hello students, here we are going to discuss about auto transformer. Okay, so far we have discussed about a transformer which has a core, right? It has a core and there are two windings on the core, right? Like this. This is primary and this is secondary. This is our two winding transformer. But when it comes to a auto transformer, the constructional difference, there is little constructional difference. Okay, so let us try to understand what is the auto transformer. The working principle of an auto transformer and construction is similar to that of conventional two winding transformers. However, it differs in the way in which the primary and secondary are interrelated. Okay, so there is slight difference when it comes to primary and secondary relation. In a two winding transformer, primary and secondary are only magnetically linked. That means there is a magnetic core in between primary and secondary, that is nothing but magnetic link. So there is no electrical link, they are not connected electrically, they are only connected magnetically. That means they are electrically isolated. The two winding transformer is electrically isolated, right? But when it comes to auto transformer, okay, so two winding transformer is magnetically linked by a common core but are completely insulated or isolated from each other. Okay, but in case of an auto transformer which we are discussing now, windings are connected electrically as well as magnetically. Okay, here the auto transformer windings are, that is primary and secondary, are connected electrically as well as magnetically. It consists of only one winding wound on a laminated magnetic core. So our auto transformer is having only one winding which is wounded on a magnetic core with a rotary movable contact on it. So there is a movable contact placed on the winding. So the same auto transformer can be used as a step down transformer and step up transformer. Okay, so we can use the same auto transformer as a step down transformer as well as step up transformer. Okay, so how are we going to use it? So here these are the physical figures of auto transformer. Okay, so this is famously called as variac, single phase variac. It can be single phase or three phase, or it is also called as dimmer transformer, and it is called famously called as variac, variable voltage transformer, variac. Okay, so you are going to see these variacs in laboratories, like you are having your lab, right? So you will definitely see this operator here. Okay, so this is the physical view of auto transformer. Here this is what a movable contact. Okay, this knob here is a movable contact given in the statement. Okay, so if we open this box, so the figure will be looking like this is called cross sectional view of variac. Okay, you can see there is a winding. So this is winding, copper winding made up of copper. Okay, so from here this is circular winding. Okay, so from like this. Okay, and you can see there is a contact here. This is contact which I am talking about, movable contact. So by rotating this knob here, okay, in clockwise, you can see there are readings on the knob from 0 to 270 volts. Okay, this is single phase variac which is used to change the voltage from 0 to 270 volts. Okay, so we can change the voltage from 0 to any value between 270. Okay, so this is used to supply any equipment in the laboratory. Okay, so we are going to supply voltage to this transformer first, and we are going to take the output from this variac and we are going to connect it to the experiment. So it is like a source which is a variable voltage source. Okay, so we can change this knob to get the required voltage from 0 to 270 range. Okay, so this is the cross section view. This is the brush contact which is moving on the winding. Okay, which is only one winding on which a brush is mounted. So this brush will move when this knob is moved. Okay, so by moving this knob we can change the position of the brush so that the voltage will be changed. Okay, so this is the variac, and here from here we are going to give the supply and we are going to take the supply from it. Okay, so it will be having single phase as well as three phase. So single phase is having 0 to 270 volts range as mentioned here. So this is 270. Now let us see the working principle of a auto transformer. The circuit diagram of auto transformer is shown in figure. Here, this is circuit diagram of auto transformer. Okay, here this is one winding here. Okay, when the single phase AC supply is connected between A and D terminals, so single phase supply AC supply is connected between A and D points here. Okay, the output is taken from C and E terminals. Okay, so this C is nothing but movable part here, movable part. Okay, so the output is taken from C and E terminals. So this is our output V2. So this is input V1, this is output V2. So input is applied to the winding and the same winding is used to take the output. Okay, so this auto transformer will operate as step down transformer because V2 is less compared to V1 because the EMF per turn. Okay, EMF per turn is for one turn. What is the EMF? That is V1 by N1 here. So this is EMF per turn. For one turn, what is the EMF being induced here? So what is the EMF induced in one turn is V1 by N1. Similarly, so let us take this, these all are N1 turns and in between C and E there is N2 turns. Okay, so EMF per turn is V1 by N1. For one turn, this is the voltage into number of turns. We are taking the voltage as output across is N2. So this is our V2 now. Okay, so here V2 equal to V1 into N2 by N1. This is nothing but V2 by V1 which equal to N2 by N1. We are taking it as transformation ratio K. Okay, so as N2 is less compared to N1 here, N2 is less compared to N1. This is step down transformer. Okay, because the number of turns in winding between A and D terminals is more, that is N1 is more compared to N2, the number of turns in the winding between C and D terminal, so that is why it is step down transformer. On the other hand, when the AC supply is connected between B and D terminal, so let us supply the AC here instead of between A and D. Now let us supply the input between B and D. So this is our input terminals and these are our N1 now, number of turns being influenced by supply. Okay, now BD is supplied with single phase supply and output is taken across C and E terminal. So N2 is common constant but N1 is varied. Now N2 is greater than N1, that means V2 will be greater than V1. So this is called step up transformer. Okay, because the number of turns in the windings B and D is less than the number of turns in the windings C and E terminals. Okay, so we can make small variations in output voltage by taking the output from different tappings of the auto transformer. We can change very small variations. Okay, if you move it from positions 3 to 4, it will be reduced, the voltage will be reduced. If you further move the knob to position 5, you will further reduce the output voltage. Okay, so we can smoothly vary the voltage using this auto transformer. Okay, the current in the winding section of auto transformer, which is common of both windings CD, is minimum. Okay, so that means here let us take this is a current flowing I1. Okay, so this is current flowing I2. Here I1 is primary current, I2 is secondary current. So this current through this path will be I1 minus of I2. This is very small. Okay, so because it is very small, we can use minimum cross section area of the winding. Okay, because there is small current flowing through the winding, so the less amount of copper will be required. Okay, now let us see electrically transformed energy in auto transformer. In auto transformer, energy is transformed into the load in two ways, electrically and magnetically. So this magnetically is also called as inductively. So it can be proved that power transformed inductively is, so generally power transformed electrically, so power transformed electrically is equal to K into input power. Okay, so this is the power transformed in conductively or electrically, conductively. Okay, so if we consider K is a transformation ratio, so power transformed inductively or magnetically is equal to 1 minus K times input power. Okay, this is power transformed conductively or electrically, this is power transformed magnetically or inductively. Now let us see the saving of copper in auto transformer. It is obvious that the weight of copper required in auto transformer will be less than the ordinary two winding transformer because we are using only one transformer. the copper weight required to build a transformer is less. It can be proved mathematically that the weight of copper required in auto transformer, that is WA is weight of copper in auto transformer. Okay, so that is WA is weight of copper in auto transformer equal to 1 minus K into WO, where WO is nothing but weight of copper in ordinary transformer. Okay, so K value is ranging from 0 to 1. Okay, so the more is the K value, that means if the K value is towards value 1, that is if K value is close to 1, so there are more advantage of a transformer, advantage of auto transformer. If K value is close to 0, so there are less advantages. Actually, there is some cut-in value of K in case of auto transformer, that is 1 by 3. So K should not be less than 1 by 3, it should be greater than 1 by 3. K should be greater than or equal to 1 by 3, then only the auto transformer is feasible. The function of auto transformer will be possible when the K value is greater than or equal to 1 by 3. Feasible. 1 by 3 is nothing but 0.33. Okay, K should be greater than 1 by 3 for a transformer to act as auto transformer. This is very important point. Okay, so saving of copper in auto transformer is 1 minus K into 1 minus K into weight of copper in ordinary transformer. So this here saving will be K times copper in ordinary transformer, that is saving finally can be written as K times weight of auto transformer. Okay, sorry, weight of ordinary transformer. So let us see the advantage of auto transformer here. Here continuously varying voltage can be obtained. So we can continuously vary the voltage. It needs less copper and more efficient than the two winding transformer. So efficiency of the machine also increased. And what are the disadvantages of auto transformer? If CE breaks, that means the output terminal is breaks, that is open circuited, then the transformer action is lost and full primary voltage appears across the output. Okay, this is one advantage. It can be harmful to the load when we are using auto transformer as a step down transformer. Okay, because step down transformer is supposed to get V2 less than V1. If the terminal C and E broken, this V2 will be equal to V1. So the more voltage applied across the load, which is dangerous. That is why an auto transformer is used only for making small variations in output voltage while using a step down transformer. One another major disadvantage of auto transformer is that secondary is not isolated because it is electrically connected. It is not isolated electrically from its primary. When we are using it as a step down transformer, the secondary may cause severe electrical shock. Okay, so even if making very small voltage, there is a chance of severe electric shock because it is electrically not isolated. Okay, so this is another disadvantage. And to understand these concepts more easily, suppose we want to get 30 AC supply from 220 volts mains. So we are getting 220 volts as input and we need V2 as 30 volts. Okay, that means we need a step down transformer. So we can get 30 volts AC supply by using 220 by 30 volts step down transformer or by a 220 by 30 volts auto transformer. Okay, so this is one application. Now let us see the application of auto transformer. So auto transformers are used as starters for induction motors and synchronous motors. This is very popular application of auto transformer. This is used as a starter. Starters are used to reduce the inrush current, that is starting currents into a machine. Okay, so to limit the starting currents, we are using starters. So auto transformer is used as a starter for induction motor, which we are going to discuss later, and synchronous motors, which are also known as auto transformer starters. So most of the fields use auto starter. Auto starter is nothing but the transformer having auto transformer. The starter is having auto transformer. Okay, in labs for obtaining a continuous varying voltage. So this is another application which we use regularly. We use the auto transformer in laboratories to continuously vary the voltage. In voltage stabilizers for regulating transformers, and the final one is as a booster transformer to raise the voltage in AC feeders. So this is application in power system. Okay, so this is about auto transformer. So mainly here we are having only one winding and there is a tapping on the winding. So the tapping will give us secondary winding, secondary voltage. So this tapping is movable. So this tapping can be moved using the brush here. Okay, so as brush is moved from position 1, it can be moved from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So based on the tapping brush position, we are going to get the output voltage V2. Okay, so based on the N1 and N2 turns, we are going to get step down or step up transformer. So the weight of the copper is reducing in a auto transformer. Okay, it can be used smoothly. It can be used as a variable AC voltage transformer. Okay, applications are in laboratories and using as a starter and stabilizer. Okay, so this is about auto transformer. Okay, thank you.